All right, here we go. Let's see. Is it running? It's running. Okay, that's good. 6:15 now, almost. So if anybody see, there's 5 watching already. Be watching yet, but you can. If you're really as bored as I am, I just am running tests, and I wanted to make sure it was hooked up because the previous instance was not good. So anyway, I'm gonna run upstairs for a second and see if it's running on the TV. Yeah, that's good. I seem to have cut the lag down. All right, check 2. Check. Let's see. Check 2. Check 2. Check 2. 2. All right. Hey, hey. So I think I got that fixed. Okay, that's good. All right, ready. Check 2. Check 2. Check 2. Hey, check 2. Check. Right. Keep my fingers crossed. Hope it works. Check 2. 2, 2, 2. Okay. Sounds all right. If it doesn't sound all right, please let me know in the chat. Shit. Why can't I bring this better? Oh, that's fine. Two, 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 two. All right. For those of you foolish enough to tune in early, and I know there's a couple of you, I hope you're ready. This is going to hopefully be really fun. So, anyway, I'm going to go upstairs and actually make my food. That's part of the joke for the evening. Hold on a second. I didn't squeeze my bag. See if this works. Hmm. There's additional lag on the second camera feed. Shit. All right. Well, it'll be all right. Test the side of this here. Yeah. Hmm. It didn't work. It's not good. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I see that, Dave. Why? For what? Anyway, hi, Dave, and everybody else. The show doesn't start until 7:15. I just started it early because I've had so many freaking problems with the broadcast that I wanted to make sure it was running way in advance. I foolishly started the broadcast a mere 15 minutes before the actual show on Tuesday, and that turned out to be a huge mistake. I think I figured out what the cause of the conflict was. God, somebody accused me of being a Luddite because I'm using, a shitty laptop and everything. I'm like, I'm running a live stream program. It's got like 7 plugins. Like, it's crazy. Anyway, all right. Well, looks like everything for now. But the color really sucks on Google Compare. I wonder. Let's see if that improves the color any. The broadcast looks okay, but I don't know about the live feed. Color balance issue here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. All right. 6:22. All right. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. Hope it keeps running. All right. Okay. I gotta. If anybody's watching, I have to put something on here because somebody pointed this out. Ugh. All right. Per fan request, working this out. Isn't that show? There we go. Let's see if that shows up in the feed. Uh, I love it when this technology actually works. Really? Kidding me. Died. Oh, no, there it is. What a nuisance. There. Oh, anyone who turned in early, they're gonna see these delicious nachos I'm gonna be eating. Oh my god. Fuck. Yarg. Let's see here. All right. Come on, actually, it worked. Hey, how about that? All right. Let me see if that worked on the YouTube feed. Nope, not yet. All right. Well, it looks like it's getting there. All right. All right. So what time is it? 7:16. We got anybody in? Let's say we got a handful of people in. All right, cool. So, well, I guess I should start with the most appropriate thing possible. It's not even changing. 98.05. Apparently, I still don't have coronavirus. At least, not that I know of. And to those of you who think that I didn't put it in my ass, I sure did. All right. Anyway, I had a nightmare the other night. Nightmare. I woke up drenched in sweat, and so I thought, "Oh, I must be suffering from coronavirus, right?" But the dream I had was a dream. The nightmare I had was that Cheaters was closed for good, and I mean, I'm not even kidding. I mean, this is a terrible dream to have, except that it's all too real. We are a very flawed species, aren't we? All of us, me included. Errors all around, everywhere. And on that note, welcome to COVID Kitchen. Saturday evening here in late April 2020. It's a special COVID Kitchen trivia night. I hope you have fun and or so let's see. So yeah, there was a little problem. Speaking of errors, I'm a totally shitty host. Um, I basically bailed out on the episode on Tuesday because I couldn't get the episode to work. I couldn't get the audio to work, and I actually canceled the whole show. It's created this kind of uh, unplanned tension with the show to have this. idea of like the wall could get canceled anytime. It's kind of like I could shut it off anytime. I could shut it off right now. I don't or haven't. Not yet, at least. Anyway, the upshot of it is it's still on. I decided to bring it back on the air, mainly because of three reasons. One, and the first, and this is probably the most important, is that a handful of you, all subscribers, I think, managed to talk me back into it. Basically, with this argument that it was like, well, yeah, your show's really poorly run, and you're kind of a bad host, and it's not that good, it's not well produced or anything like that, but it's our bad show. We want it. So I said, okay. Well, before I go on, you want to say, I drink anything last night. So that was my opportunity to imbibe. I'm just going to have a half glass of wine, though. It's just a half glass. It's not that much. See, very little, very little wine at all. Just a half glass. And that's the second reason I decided to continue. And the third is this. What is this? I know it's Italian. Nero de Bologna. Oh, Sicilian. I'll explain more later. Anyway, well, that's another reason. But the third is this: is that I have nothing else. Honestly, I work. Been working a lot, studying ancient history a lot. Taking the Hillsdale College class. It's free. It's online on the U.S. Constitution. I encourage you all to enroll and learn. It's a very good class, actually. They have multiple teachers, and the guy who teaches episodes 3 and 4 is really excellent. But they're all good. But really, this is something for me to do. And this is the one way I can communicate with people, and I guess I think I need that. So COVID Kitchen is back, in spite of the fact that I temporarily took it off the air. It's frustrating to me when I have episodes like Tuesdays, though, because you have ironically enough, I postponed this for Westworld, which is a technically very highly advanced society. And my brother, I was watching my brother's podcast. For those of you who don't know, he runs a podcast for the industrial metal fastener industry. He and his business partner, I don't know what exactly you call it, like an exchange, an online exchange uh, warehouse for people in the industry. And what an outgrowth of that was that they developed this podcast, so they have the whole industry on it. And he does such a really nice job of producing that when I evaluate my own struggles on a very crappy level with this thing, it just makes me feel like a total jackass. But I'm used to that feeling. Anyway, hopefully tonight goes a little smoother. I fired the video guy. I mean, he couldn't do anything. I'm back to doing it myself. So, by the way, I'm chef. Hold on. Now you're right. You gotta widen it because my hair's grown so much. Anyway, and of course, I've hired a COVID kitchen psychiatrist. That's obviously very necessary, right? But you probably already figured that out. Thirsty was the one who suggested this guy. So I don't know how much Thirsty knows about this, but anyway, we'll see how he does. So we're going to need to re-engage here, just like the rest of society. Uh, and I hope you're all ready for it because I think it's coming sooner than later. I don't know how many more episodes of this are going to be, but we'll see. Hopefully, not many more. I've planned on a few. I'll talk about that at the end of the episode, but I don't want to go into that now. All right. So let me see first. We're going to get into the trivia show, the trivia contest here shortly because there's not a lot of cooking tonight at all. Uh, but I do want to go through a couple of things real quick, and then we'll get into it. Let's see. All right. Well, obviously, as you know, Chef Paul was very popular, way more popular than I am. I saw the statistics, and so he should basically take this over. And I'm really delighted to hear that people are making his stuff. I've heard several people saying they're making his recipes, and that's wonderful. If you haven't checked his episode out, you sure should. You can check mine out too. I've even heard people making recipes out of mine, like the pizza and everything like that. Except for the most part, they're substituting my recipes with frozen pizzas or delivery pizza. But other than that, it's my inspiration. So I'm happy to hear that that's going on. I made nachos tonight, but I'll explain that in a second. I won't be on next weekend. I don't know if the next episode will be on before or after that. I've decided I've had enough of this, and so I rented a car, and so I'm escaping gauntlet or whatever, which hopefully won't be a gauntlet by then. And contrary to the complete utter jackass in the media who tried to characterize people as, who were disobeying the lockdown orders and protesting against them as though, what are they? Where do they come off? And Frank hid in the basement 4 years. That's I'm going to throw that right back in that asshole's face. There's a giant freaking difference, you idiot. And it's the people who are turning in their graves are not them towards us, it's them towards you. The Jews faced real explicit active pursuit of death by people who wanted to kill them and they had an almost certainty to die. Unlike this, in which you have an almost certainty to not die, and nobody's pursuing you. And so you pulling that stuff, and this is a very well-known journalist. I'm not going to say this asshole's name, but that asshole can't fucking rot in hell hot enough. Hey, let's get on to something happy. All right, trivia night. I'm going to have a little food. I'm going to make. Well, I already made it. I'm going to show you what I made, and then we're going to have the contest. If you're watching this on replay, well, that I know there are a lot of people that are doing that. I'm gonna have to change my glasses here because I can't really read the screen. Uh, but I know that the majority of people watch this later. That's the way it's done. Too bad though, because I feed off the energy. But anyway, I hope you watch this later. You have a few good laughs or learn something. I want to say happy birthday to Dave Chima and to my dad. They're both turning 1 year younger here in the near future. And again, before we get into the meat of the night, I just want to say something about the coronavirus connection challenge. Jackie won the first one. She submitted two. One was during the show, which is the only one that counts, and then another one afterwards. And so she wins. And so here's what her prize is, especially because she's a subscriber. She gets free unlimited wine here at the COVID kitchen for the rest of her life. Unmitigated open balance of good wine. Served in glasses large and small. So, there's that. Tonight's coronavirus connection challenge concerns fireworks, which I may come back to later. But it's up to you to make a connection between coronavirus and fireworks, if you so choose. It's an ongoing challenge all night long. A special hi to the subscribers. Special hi. And with that, let's get into the food very briefly, which won't take long, and then we'll get to the trivia. Tonight, we have nachos. These look really freaking delicious. Made these right before the show. Oh, that's ridiculously tasty. I'm really sorry that the Tuesday night show failed because that was one of the better meals I've ever made in my life. It was the seafood Alfredo. I liked it so much, I decided I have to make it again at some point with my technology solution. Anyway, assuming, of course, COVID Kitchen stays on the air. In any case, I'll be snacking on that for the rest of the. It's not that complicated. It's nachos. I poured out some, tortilla chips and some canned goods that I had in my Lazy Susan, and that's the take-home message I wanted her to give to you was that nachos. Oh, I never have made nachos. I think in my entire life, I've eaten them lots of times. I've never made them. It's not that hard. You just throw out tortilla chips, and then you find the stuff that you don't really want to eat that's left over from your Lazy Susan, all the canned stuff that you thought you would really need to use, but maybe you don't really need to save. Well, make them into nachos. I did. And it's quite tasty. Just throw a little cheese on it. This says Yasernita sausage. Obviously, who would make nachos with? Oh wait, most of you don't have Yasernita in your freezers. You have Kishka. I forgot about this. So for those of you with Kishka, you use Kishka instead of Yasernita. Fine. It would be even better if it had Kishka. I wish I had thought of that 2 months ago. Anyway, I threw some Yatrnitz in, a little bit of cumin, a little cilantro. I don't like cilantro that much, so I just a little bit. Olives, onions, a little bit of canned diced tomatoes, and some cheese. It's delicious. Hmm. Can't go wrong. This is like 2 months, or a month and a half in. I'm eating like a king. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get to the trivia night. I hope you're all ready. All right. Give me a second to adjust my screen here. Yeah. Hold on. In a second, you'll see what struggles I'm having. This is one problem of having fired the main video guy. I have to struggle with the stuff on my own. All right, here we go. Let's see if this works. All right. All right. All right, so let's see here. So before I ask questions, I have to explain all the rules of tonight's contest. Yeah, let's see. So there are about 30 questions, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. And your way of winning points in tonight's trivia contest is very simple. I'm going to monitor the chat, and if you're the first one to answer with the correct answer, then you win 1 point for that answer. And that's basically the rules. Some of the questions are multiple choice, some of them are open ended. Uh, there may be questions in which people get 0 points, there may be questions in which they win points. I'm the ultimate judge and arbitrator. If you don't like it, we'll form your own COVID cooking channel, trivia channel, and you can overrule me. That's fine. But for my purposes, I'm the judge. What's the right answer? And I'll try to be as fair as I can, but I just can't. I can't. Make everything happen the way I want. Anyway, try to be as fair-minded as I can, and it's for you to answer. So the first person to answer with the correct answer in the chat is going to win the point. Whoever has the most points at the end of the night wins the contest. Uh, I'm generally not going to deduct points unless you say something totally like something I would say, or I mean, so severely wrong that I would be like, I'm not going to. I do reserve the right, arbitrarily, and I'm not saying I'm going to do this at all, but I might. If somebody has such a great or creative or funny answer that I can't help it, I may award extra bonus points. But that's entirely discretionary, and that may not happen at all. Even if you have a lot of funny points. That being said, I reserve the right to award special bonus points. Let me think. What else? Most of the questions are going to be straightforward. There are a handful of them that we can get into an argument about, but not very many. Right? So, that being said, you can form as many teams as you want. However, I would suggest you consolidate your groups into whoever happens to be watching at any given moment, because you have a chance of winning that way. There are currently 17 watching, so that means there's 16 competitors. So, but that's your call. If you want to assign your points to someone else, completely fair and fine with trading, as long as I know about it early. You can't pull that off at the end. Okay, and don't worry, I know the difference. All right. Oh, so before we start asking questions, what? Hey, you'll find out, Kat. So the last person who won a challenge, the coronavirus connection challenge, is a free, unlimited wine bar tab at my house forever. So that's not bad. I don't know what tonight's is. You'll find out later. Before I begin, I just want to mention that tonight's what the judge is drinking tonight is a Nero Oro, Nero de Avoria, Sicilia, and that CPU, which is odd. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Oh, 2017. Okay, it's good. It's good. It's not the greatest. It's good. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. All right, are we ready? Sherry. Oh, Sherry. Hey, Sherry. How are you doing? So here we go. I'm going to test this out really quick, and I'm going to give you an easy question to start. And here we go. So what? And hopefully you can see this. Hold on, let me make sure that my screen share is working correctly. I'm going to make this better. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, I'm sitting right in the spot where. Hold on. Give me 1 second. It's okay. You can have all the time you want if you happen to see this early. It's fair enough. I do have to check to make sure this works. I'm sorry. I don't have a second person to help me with this, so I can, I'll be right back. And while I'm checking this, you can check the question and hopefully. All right. For those of you who can't read it, it says, "What is the basic purpose and goal of the COVID kitchen?" Shit. I did all this preparation and I realized I screwed this part of it up. That's not the first time. Hold on, I'll be right back in 1 second. All right, it's nothing that another monitor can't solve. So let's see. What do we got here? Live in Ohio, Uruguay. That's not what the question was. Stir crazy, yeah, I know. Let's see. Entertainment. God. So far, nobody has the right answer. I'll give it another second or two here. Come on, people. Nobody has the right answer. Wow. Everybody's saying hello to each other. This is not about sociality, people. This is survival. Vicky from Uruguay has the right answer on number one. So Vicky has point number one. Hold on, I have to log that. All right, good job, Vicky. Survival. We're not here to teach you how to cook or entertainment. God, or comedy or anything like that. This is about survival. Now, hold on. So for those of you, I totally botched that as usual. The next question is: choose the most ideal leader in these trying times. Alexander the Great, Chauncey Gardner, the HAL 2000 computer, 9000 computer, excuse me, Slamson, Rain Dowd, or Chef. Nope, you're wrong. You're wrong. And you only get one guess. So, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. You only get one guess. You can guess again, but your first guess is the only one that counts. So, Vicky's not correct. Oh, Dave Lawson with the correct answer. Slamson, yes. All right, Dave Lawson with the correct answer. Slamson. All right, good job, Dave. I'm glad to see this is rolling along okay. The next question: where? Hopefully, you can see this. Where in the laws of New York City or state is the one single reference to shelter in place in the code of law? Silence. These families will have some delicious nachos. You're close, Jackie. Oh, people are researching it. No, nobody knows. Jackie, your answer is close to correct, but it's not correct. I'll give it another 15 seconds. Yeah. Sherry's confused. Vagrancy code. Oh, good guess, but not correct. Oh, excellent guess, Catherine, but also not correct. No, sorry, Dave. That's not correct. Now that we have some answers coming in, I'll give it another few seconds. I don't understand. How can you not understand? This is like the most important thing that's happened in the country. Nobody knows what the legal basis is? What? Sorry. Hmm. These nachos are delicious. All right, five, four, three, two, one. I'm sorry, time is expired. Nobody gets credit for this question. The answer is in the fire code. All right, which makes obvious sense. All right, so moving on to the next question. Is Chef hot? You're too late, Cat. Even though those are very appealing answers. We're on to is Chef hot? So we'll see who answers first. All right, we have no response. So 10, 9. That's okay. Nobody has to. Seems like Jackie with the win here on this one. All right, so Jackie, you take this one. All right, it's a serious trivia challenge here, and so now here we're on to the next question, and this is a who should pay for the stuff and services that you use? You, anyone, anyone but you, amongst those who live in the other 49 states, our children and their descendants, anyone's children and their descendants other than mine or yours, whoever seems like a trendy payee in the media, or G, all the above except A. First one to respond with the correct letter wins this question. Oh, Dave Burgess wins this question. All right, Dave, you're correct. You're correct. I was hoping for some more wrong answers first, but you got that one. All right. Good job, Dave. All right, next question. On COVID Kitchen Episode 1, you learned an excellent technique for keeping vegetables relatively flavorful and crisp prior to freezing later on. Basically. What is this cooking technique called? Uh, Plankton. Jackie wins. Wow, Jackie, you're destroying it so far. All right, Jackie, you're up on everybody else. They got to catch up to you. All right. On the basis of overall impacts to long history and the civilization of mankind, rank these in correct order of the degree to which the coronavirus crisis represents tragedy, ranging from smallest to greatest. Deaths of coronavirus victims, episode 6 of the COVID Kitchen, damage to the legacy of liberty and the rule of law, my gambling income, the hardship and damage to people and their business associations everywhere, and pursuit of objective truth and rational critical analysis. You can take your time with this question while you eat some nachos. Hmm. Oh, so everything's gone quiet all of a sudden, and it should. I'm not trying to be a jerk, just asking an important question. And you can take your time. I'm not putting a time limit on this question. Dave, no. Good try. No. I have a funny feeling I'm going to have to pull a time limit on this at the rate that this is going. But I do want to take your time. I'm going to give you guys at least a couple of minutes to think about this and submit an answer. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this delicious half glass of wine. I mean, it's not very much. It's a half glass of wine. Let's see what Dave said. Gambling. Right. Nope. Sorry, Dave. Not. I'm not with you on this. Since I'm the ultimate arbitrator, you lose. Open. Shop is open. Where's Thirsty? Thirsty's coming, Jack. Thirsty is the one who organized this whole freaking thing. By the way, this is Thirsty's suggestion to ask this question. All right, I'll give it one more minute. I've had Dave Lawson and I Never Learn have been the two serious entries, but tell a fan on favorite when I see one. Income Kitchen P. No, sorry, Kurt. This is that's the least second because you are not gambling pursuit of truth. That's to be. Apparently, I didn't ask this question correctly. My gambling income, episode 6, damage to the legacy, pursuit of truth, deaths, hardship, and damage. All right, Vicky, I appreciate your attempt at a thorough answer. However, I profoundly disagree. I am going to speak to this for a second, but I'll give those who are still typing a second, and then I'm going to speak to this before I go to the next question. I just don't want to give away my thoughts before and the correct answer before I say anything. All right, I'll give it 20 more seconds. All right, Jack, good job. Okay, well, thanks for the little chime ins here and there. So let's see, what was my question? On the basis of overall impacts, rank these. Well, at the bottom end of the scale, I'll say episode 6 of the COVID Kitchen and my gambling income. I mean, that's those were obviously things. However, hang on. The four other answers that you had to choose from were a little more serious, and I think they deserve a second, if you don't mind. They're deaths of coronavirus victims, damage to the legacy of liberty and the rule of law, the hardship and damage to people for their, it's basically economic damage, and the pursuit of truth and rational analysis. Those, to me, are the four big things that have been seriously harmed in this incident. And of those, I hate to be disrespectful because I wouldn't want to die of this either. I don't want anyone I know to die of this either. But of the four, the one that has the way least lasting impact by far is the deaths of victims, which is sad, but it's the truth. Because what we have done on the other three fronts is way worse. It's way worse what we have done on the other three fronts. This is a disease that probably impacts and kills a half of a percent of people. And we're going to get into that in a little bit. That's terrible. I don't like that. It's not good. But that doesn't destroy everybody's life like we're doing to the economy does. So that's bad. I would put the economy as the second layer down. So now that's 3 and 4. And then we have 5 and 6. What are the two biggest impacts from this? And I could be argued either way. I was kind of waiting to see what you guys said. And I would have been persuaded either way. However, I'm going to argue that the fifth item on the list is the damage to the legacy of liberty and the rule of law, which we have absolutely shit all over in case people haven't fucking noticed. What has happened here is an absolute fucking travesty of law, decency, and anything. It's tyranny unmanifested, unmasked. What the hell are you thinking? I'm serious. What is wrong with everybody? So we can just make up things on the fly? I mean, what do you think? Where does that stop? So that's five. And six is the damage we have done to the objective truth, pursuit of truth and rational analysis. And if you don't see what's gone wrong with that, I don't know what to say to you. I'm sorry. I mean, jerk, wake up. All right. Next question, that'll be more friendly and fun. As a subscriber to COVID Kitchen, name a benefit that you receive. No, I haven't had any bleach. And yes, that dude is fucked up too. Believe me, I'm coming to that. There's a lot of insanity to go around. Good splitting laughs. Well, let's see. Was that technically an answer to the kitchen subscriber question? No, it's not. Those are available to everybody. And the bleach is not. Sexiness, no, that's available to everybody. Do no. Cooking tips, no, those are available to non-subscribers also. And you have to identify something that's unique to subscribers. I'm only going to give you guys another, minute or two. Um, Sexy tips, that's tempting, but that's not correct. No, no, those are good answers. They're not the right. God, this Yattermeats is delicious. You already knew. All right. Nobody can remember. God. Among many other things, special high. All right. Let's move on to the next question. On the cruise ship Diamond Princess, which ferried about 3,700 guests and crew members, disproportionately elderly, how many succumbed to the illness, assuming all deaths with the disease were caused as of writing? There's a little bit of a lag with the chat, so I'm still on your commentary. Many, Jackie, many times. Many times. As many as there are half glasses of wine. So at least once per evening. I mean, I'm only having a half glass. So I don't see what the big deal is. 5%. No, Dave, you're not correct. This is an important number to know. Come on, people. This was known back in January. Pat, you're close. Good job for you came closer than Dave. 476. No, Jackie, you're way for once you're way off. Nice attempt at bribery, Dave. It won't work. At least not publicly. All right, I'll give you guys another 30 seconds. None. No. Jackie, you only get one guess. First guess. Oh, that's one of the other rules of COVID trivia night is you can only get one guess. And Vicky, you're closer. I don't believe you, Jackie. Eric would never do such a thing. All right, 10 seconds to go. And people are texting. Don't text me, please. It's not fair. Uh, no, no, I'm not. I'm not doing this game. A good guess, Catherine. But so I'm shutting off now after Catherine's answer. The correct answer is 30 out of 3,700. So you can do the statistics. All right. True or false? Alcohol hurts your ability to survive COVID-19. Let's see who answers first. Mabs, I saw your answer. I didn't even know you were on. But, you were a little late with that. False. Jackie with the correct answer. Oh, Catherine, you had the right answer too. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Everyone, stop responding for a second. I do have to ask Pat. Pat, was that a response to the alcohol question or the Diamond Princess question? Because that matters because the next two questions depend on this whole thing. You're going to see why in a second here. Right? If Pat doesn't respond shortly, I'm awarding this one to let's see who in the first one. So Pat, you're claiming that as the Diamond. Okay, so, well that wasn't what I asked. I was asking about the alcohol question. So I'm sorry, Pat, you're disqualified. All right. So now that we've established that, Jackie is the one who had the correct answer first on alcohol. So Jackie, You get the singular right of responding to this question for the bonus daily double. In light of the above, and given the answer to the question previous to that one, what does that say about the lethality of COVID 19? So, in case anybody didn't hear, since apparently I'm getting complaints about that, but I usually get complaints. The question I asked Jackie, since she correctly answered the alcohol question, is in light of the above, and given the answer to the question previous that one, what does that say about the lethality of COVID 19? I never learned. You have a lot to learn about COVID Kitchen. Fair. This is not. Jackie, you have about 30 seconds to respond before I do. And you don't want me responding to your own answers. You can win this question. Come on, everybody, stop helping her. All right. Well, Jackie has expended her time. So uh, I'll say this. I mean, if there's all these people drinking and supposedly it hurts their ability to fight coronavirus, then that drops the lethality number. But I don't believe that at all. I think the opposite. I think they were all fighting it off valiantly, and almost the whole ship would have died if they hadn't been drinking as much as cruise ship members would be. At least that's my opinion. You can have your own opinions, and that's fine. In the meantime, uh, we're moving through the question and answer session here with the Copa Kitchen, trivia night here. Does anyone have any major concerns about the way we're running this whole competition? I'd like to hear from you. Dave, I don't have any I don't have any tonic. Paul spilled it all out. I have to drink this horribly delicious wine, you know, some of which is extremely delicious. I have like 12 cases of this stuff that I have to go through now. If there was a woman who was dating me right now, she would be absolutely dying with pleasure just in the wine I was pouring all over her body. I mean, it would be ridiculous. That being said, I'll stop it because this is supposed to be a kid friendly show. Geritol kills. I don't even know what that means. All right. I haven't heard any serious complaints yet, so let's move on to the next question. In episode 2, in which chef was aggressively protecting himself against SARS-CoV-2, what basic recipe fork in the road did he consult viewers to choose from? Name his options. No, you're not right, Dave, even though I love your option. Shit. Good point, Dave. I'll give it like another 30 seconds. I hear you, Vicky. I can't either. But you can watch it again on YouTube. Nut allergies. A good guess, but no, you're wrong. Uh, I'll give it another 15 seconds. Man, we don't have any like diehard COVID kitchen fans here, do we? Just people who know coronavirus. All right, we'll move on to the next question. The answer was Yatrenita Pizza. The other was Yatrenita Taco. All right, so let's move on to the next fun question. Name an event in world history with the worst instance of mass behavior when the public, at every means at its disposal, have enough of the key facts available to make sentient decisions before and spectacularly failed to do so. This is a fun question for you all. Sure, you're all just waiting for the next question to be like, shut up, just get to the next COVID kitchen question. How many people are still tuning in? 11. See, I've only driven off 8 people. Yeah, that's not too bad. Oh, my image block's part of the question. I didn't realize that. Let me move it. See if that helps. Yankees won the Trump rally. Yep. Trump rally. Yep. Germans following. So far, none of them have won my heart at all. Okay, I appreciate that, Dave. But that's not true. Right. Just give me a second. Now I'm really screwed. Oh, God. Oh, you're really lost in the weeds of. All right. None of you answered correctly, but that's okay. My explanations are different from everybody else's. That's all right. All right. Next question. What is the relationship between Walter and Thirsty? This should be easy. Should be an easy answer here. This is a low hanging fruit question. Come on. Come on, COVID Kitchen subscribers. Lovers? No, they're not lovers, Dave. You're wrong. Oh, God. The show is just not getting anywhere. Cousins. Cousins? Why would I have cousins on the show? Sisters. Nobody knows the answer. God, this is so disappointing to me. Well, you're closer, Dave, but you've already used your answer and you're still wrong. Ugh. All right, I'll give it another 20 seconds to see if somebody has an intelligent answer here. If not, equal to. Well, technically, you're right about that, but it's your second answer, and it's not the correct answer anyway. Okay. 10 seconds more, and then I'm closing this question. Brothers, oh, well, Vicky, if you hadn't already answered incorrectly, uh, I would, 10 seconds are gone. All right, so Thirsty and Walter are related because they're both robot rescues from China, so they're not blood related. They're related basically through me, so they're like adopted brothers. The correct relationship. All right, next question. What is the name of things coming off the main body of the coronavirus in the many needle-keen looking graphic version of the vector, representing the virus? Those little things coming off. See what people have to say. Boom. Well, I guess that's an answer. I'm looking for the more clinical answer, Dave. Cauliflowers. That's a good answer. Right, award bonus point. In fact, I am awarding a bonus point for cauliflowers. I like that answer. All right. Glycoproteins. Oh, Cat has the right answer. All right. I would have taken spike proteins also, but glycoproteins is the right answer also. All right. Good job. All right. So, what is the name of the thing? Oh, put that under Walter and Thursday. Uh, it adds to the comedy, though, right? So, next question. In episode 5, guest chef Paul of Mulvaney's explained his and his wife's approach to grocery shopping. What will be the primary result of this approach? Nope, you're not right. You're missing it completely. I'll give it another 30 seconds. What do you think happens with this whole I'm going to send my wife in or I'm going to be the one to go in? Come on, think about it differently. All right, another 10, 9. All right, I'll explain it to you. So you realize what happens when you do a grocery shopping approach like this, right? So she goes in or he goes in, comes back with the coronavirus, gets sick, infects the rest of the family. Now you have someone to blame. Whereas if they both went together, it'd be nice and even handed. Like, oh, you know. Eh. All right, next question. Which amendments to the U.S. Constitution are currently suspended by the U.S. government actions? At the very minimum, lockdown orders in the United States. Additionally, if you answer correctly, and for a bonus point, the entire trivia night, identify where under U.S. law these amendments were legally abrogated. Bonus points awarded if you were a successful respondent and an attorney of law. All right. Can I answer this? No, I'll give you guys eat some nachos. All right, since you guys are all failing miserably, I'll give you guys another 30 seconds. Resolve this and move on to the next question. Pretty much the answer I expected. All right, since we're not getting anywhere, Mavs, Mavs, your Mavs wins. Mavs wins this question, hands down. No, I was just about to close it off, but that's the correct answer. And that is, in case you don't know, read your First, Fifth, and 14th Amendments, and whether you like it or not, they're all flagrantly violated right now under no order other than just wishful thinking. So if you're okay with that, it's cool. Yeah. But they're all flagrantly violated. Read them and understand your rights. Which is my suggestion. All right, next question. Let's see. Kobe Kitchen sous chef cited blackmail options at his disposal. Chef identify at least one cited detail of this alleged blackmail material. Nobody knows. Hmm. The chef is drunk. Come on, that's not blackmail material. Everybody knows that. It's got to be better than that. That wasn't what the blackmail material was. God, you guys are just not open kitchen diehards at all, are you? It's a good guess, Dave, but not correct. Good guess, but not correct. Oh, God. There's award 0 points on that one, too. Well, it's a tough trivia night. All right, so let's go with this one. Choose amongst the following who've done a good job in this crisis: President Donald Trump, Democrats and their associated media organs, Sacramento area radio stations, the homeless, the draft management of the Green Bay Packers, President Xi Jinping, Slamson, or none of the above. All right, the first one who gets the right answer is the point. We're talking about this. I want to bring up about one of these targets. So, we've had a lot of heroic and kind people doing the good work. Oh, Pat, I think you're going to win. Uh, yeah, no, you win. So, Pat wins this answer. I do want to say something, though, about the secondary radio stations because, you know, in reality, there have been very heroic uh, efforts performed by a lot of people, most particularly by our healthcare professionals. However, others as well. But that does not include our secondary radio station people and our personnel, whether they're at the management or at the execution level. They have been freaking terrible, and I mean disastrously bad. I mean, I can uh, whip up a song that's better than the amateur robot that doesn't say anything. Now it's the oldest wine in the universe to complain about radio stations, but here we are in a situation where everybody's stuck at home and listening to the radio, and they had a chance to like minorly improve themselves, and they have failed so miserably and utterly, almost as badly as the United States citizens have towards the Constitution of the United States. That's how bad it is. Radio stations in Sacramento have just absolutely. I'm sure it's not just in Sacramento. I'm sure it's nationwide. I mean, it's for me. Yes, I can go build my own MP3 list. It's not that hard, but it's annoying to have to do it. It would be nice to just turn on the radio and have somebody else do that. That would be the whole point of having a radio station, right? Eh, yeah, I'm wrong about a lot of things. Anyway, all right, Pat, good job on this question. You won. Next question. What has been COVID kitchen staff's favorite wine so far? Well, I guess I fucked up on speaking to the left. Oh well, all that brilliance lost. Needless to say, it wasn't very friendly. Probably just as well that nobody could hear it. All right, I think I'm almost done here. I don't really see any reason to continue this. I mean, I got more questions, but eh, gives a shit. It's been fun talking to you guys. Hope you're doing well. All right, good night.